Alrighty, hello everyone, Logansryche here. Welcome on back to another episode of Aternos Minecraft. Now, if you remember, let's see, I was out here working on a city, but not just any city. I am working on the city that I currently live in. However, because of certain events that have transpired probably over the last I don't know, year, I will not be revealing where that city is, or any building names, or street names, or where people live, or any of that fun happy stuff. But let's get to it, shall we? So I finished this off, which was I still have to put there's still a business that goes in here I still have to do. But I started working out this way. And this is a ice cream shop slash farm stand, which doesn't have anything in it, obviously. Then we have a gas station, a restaurant, a fast food place, and then over here is it's a commercial building. I forget exactly what it does in real life. But if you know what these buildings are based on what they look like, keep it to yourself, please. Alright, so this is the main road here. Come on down here to this intersection. Now if I build out this way, it's all residential. This is huge older style residential area. Of course, it's also a direct link to a part of the interstate, and a route out to the mall that we have here. Now, if I build out this way, then I'll be greeted with the highway, the interstate. There's at least one other hotel out this way on the left, 2 or 3 on the right, plus a couple restaurants. So fun stuff. So let's go ahead and build out this way. Oops. Now I'm not fully sure how far I want to go in terms of where I want the interstate to start, just because of the stuff that's out here. However, this road connects to another road that leads to downtown of the city that I live in. So even though technically speaking, the town I live in has more than one downtown. There's the old downtown, and then there's a new downtown where there is a part of the outskirts that became downtown. But yeah, if you know where this is, keep it to yourself, please. I don't need any incidences. Oh yes, that's right. Before I forget, a new plugin had just came out over the weekend for those of us that run a craft bucket server, which is what this is. Um, let's see. If you are a fan of Harry Potter, then you should probably appreciate this. They came out with something called a Marauder's map. We hit /mm. And what this does is this puts your player on a somewhat interactive scrolling map. Now, what I mean by somewhat interactive is you can't, click on it or anything to find out who it is. However, if you move, it moves with you. And it shows your icon on the map there. Which, to be honest, I think it's brilliant. This is what the type of mini map type stuff that really needs to be put into into Minecraft full time. This way we don't have to rely on plugins or Forge or any of that for for the sometimes the simplest of stuff. But at the exact same time, I completely understand that doing anything for Minecraft is still kind of new to Microsoft, even though they've owned Microsoft or Minecraft for a little while. Okay, times day. Okay, so I just square this off this way then. Now I'm not, again, I'll have to, again, because of the limitations of this laptop, I can't just I can't just switch over to the real life map I'm using. So I will have to use my best judgment now and then fix it all up later. But I think I'm actually really close to where the highway should begin. So but yeah, this is what I've been up to this weekend. Now there is another plugin that was released. It's an auction plugin, but it shows up in red under playlist under plugins for me, which means that it's missing something, and I just really haven't had the chance to stop and see what it's missing. But there are a couple other plugins in my plugins list that are red. NPC Auctions was the newest one that just came out this weekend. Better Shops, Chestcraft, and Companies Manager for some reason all require something that I either haven't installed or you can't or unable to get on Aternos. I haven't really looked into it. Again, really haven't had the time to. There's a lot of RL stuff going on, as well as in world stuff. I've been using Minecraft more of a stress reliever lately than anything, and it's worked so far. So, but the main thing I think was the Marauder's map. I think if that plugin had required something extra, I think I'd probably be a little upset. Here, hold on a minute. Is that started? Oh my gosh. Okay. Now I'm also running disk cleanup while I'm doing this, so you'll see me pause. And for whatever reason, when I go to pause normally, how I did on like Windows 10 or Windows 7, on Windows 8 it just doesn't like it. It's like, you want to do that? Ha! I ain't gonna let you. So that's how I've come to determine that Windows 8 is a very sadistic operating system. Besides the fact that Windows 8 does not come with with an uninstaller or a rollback operation. So if you've upgraded, so for some authorized reason that you've decided to upgrade your computer to Windows 8, you won't be able to go back. And I only have Windows 8 because this was already on the laptop, and I can't afford a copy of Windows 10. Windows 10 upgrade does not work on this laptop, so I'm kind of stuck with it. But it's okay, because for the most part, Windows 8 actually isn't all that bad, but it definitely has some quirks that are needs some getting used to. Pause here. Clean up system files. Because for some reason, Windows 8 generates like a lot of system files. And I don't think... I'm pretty sure there isn't anything on here that would be generating those files. I mean, I've combed just about every square inch of this laptop, and probably for the first day after a reset, it'll start, it'll work, nice and fast, just the way a laptop's supposed to. And then by day 2, it's like my computer, it's like the laptop has given up on itself. They start to be kind of sluggish, But I mean, it is a quad core. but more importantly, it's a quad-core APU. It's not a CPU. So the graphics and the processor are all on one die. So, I mean, I don't mind it at times because it means less less fans, less less noise. At the exact same time, and also in some regards means less performance. Even though I've chosen performance on here. Get rid of that. Yeah, because I'm using. Oops. Yeah, because now it's starting to. That's starting to really lag on me. But I mean, I can't just reset it. This is actually one of the reasons why I'm trying to save up for a desktop so bad. Not just any desktop. I'd love to have something close to the desktop I had before, which is why I went off to Newegg and priced out how much a AMD Ryzen octa-core will cost me, and since I already have a computer case, already have a keyboard, already have a mouse, already have computer screens, video card, price of parts will just be over $600, which for a system that practically just came out, that's actually not bad. Because I was looking at their at the highest core processor that they have currently, and it's actually in its own socket set. Again, it's about a $1,000 processor, something like 16 cores. It's like 16 cores, 32 threads, something like that. Which for those of us who remember gaming from way back in the day, if you had walked up to me and said back then and said, hey, I got this computer that has multi cores and can process information faster than you can think of, I'd probably tell you were a liar. But nowadays, that's just normal stuff. So I mean, even okay. And here's the thing that I know confuses a lot of people. Minecraft will only ever use one core of your computer. It is not set up for multi-core systems. Now, why you need multiple cores is because while it's fun in D&D that Minecraft only uses one core. When you start getting into doing video plays and walkthroughs and stuff like that, then you start needing more cores to go towards OBS and recording software and stuff like that. Which then you're like, well, then suddenly needing just a single core computer doesn't really fit the bill anymore. And I was able to do more with. I was able to do a lot with my desktop. It was a AMD FX 8120 8-core processor, 16 gigs of RAM, and I was able to run OBS in 64-bit. I was able to run Minecraft, on all high graphics, even though it really isn't much of a difference. Was able to have SL open at the exact same time if I needed to. Was able to record off of SL. Can't record off of SL. But on the downside, the FX 8120, while a semi-good processor, is also a huge power hog. Because the processor itself was 125 watts on its own. Whereas I know for a fact that the Ryzen 8 core is less than 100 watts. And I mean you couple, you add that to to a board that I know probably draws just as much power and you're ready at your max. I mean, I was using a 500 watt power supply, and I was occasionally having issues keeping power going to the board. So, and I didn't have and I knew that I had needed a bigger a larger power supply, but I just again money issues. I seem to have a lot of those. Check on this here real quick. Okay, it's still doing its thing. It's coming through Windows updates file. Even though I've turned Windows Update off, just to be honest, I don't see a need for them. But that's me personally. In the beginning, I thought Windows 10 upgrades would be a blessing in disguise, but no, they weren't. So I've made it a point now that all computers that I own will not have Windows Update enabled, just to save myself the headache of having to deal with the repercussions of those updates. And by repercussions, I mean stuff that's supposed to work that now doesn't work. So that's where I stand on that. I'm also still getting used to using the arrow keys on this laptop, because I have both two other keys next to the arrow keys, and I'm always hitting those instead of the actual arrow keys. I'm like, why am I not moving forward? But yeah, I think I found a word that I say more than anything else. I don't know why I say it, but I do say it. Just to say, what am I stuck on? Should be stuck on anything. Shouldn't be anyway. Being the keyword. Okay. Now I've also, let's see. I'm also still this. Yeah, you see. I know you can't see it on there, but running disk cleanup for all system files on all the FunAppy stuff. Excuse me. Will free up 1.9 gigs of space. Now I know that may seem like a lot, but when you only have a 500 gig hard drive, space is vital. Now, there also used to be a coffee shop on this corner right here, but they have since taken it down, so I will not be putting it in. Now, I'm also teetering on whether or not I should only do these updates either once a week instead of daily. I think for now, until I come up with a reason past a few people's gripes, I think I'll be continue doing these daily. Okay, right here in the corner goes another restaurant, or rather another fast food place. It used to be a gas station at one time, and then it was something else, and then they turned it into to something else. Something else I won't tell. Alright, now you're also probably wondering why I'm shoving all of these into this chest and why that's counting down. Well, inside this restaurant, I decided to put it inside the restaurant to be inconspicuous. Inside the kitchen here, there's a hole. And in this hole is another ladder. And in here is a pathway. It leads to a sorting system! So yes, I went... And this is everything that's here is collected from, you know, from the explosive pickaxe, because even in creative mode, the explosive pickaxe doesn't actually destroy bricks. But yeah, the items will come down this set of hoppers into this bottom dropper, then get pushed up and filtered out along here. I'm actually very proud of it. Because it originally started out as a four chest system, and then obviously ended up having to expand it. This is all miscellaneous stuff over here. There's more over here. Obviously, these are the only two that are on at the moment. So I don't have anything else to filter. Wait, why is that one on? Well, I just realized I said those two. I thought that was oak saplings. That is oak saplings. Why do I have bones and flint in there? Oh my gosh. Okay, looks like I need to... I think this is an ongoing issue with this system for some reason, and it doesn't always, that at some point it will grab the 22 of this. And for some reason, when an item gets pushed through the hopper, it will it'll push the item, it'll push the stacked item through the chest, which kind of sucks actually. But now got me thinking. I was having this issue a lot with dirt and coal, or dirt and cobblestone. Okay, now I'm not having that issue anymore. It's good. As you can tell, I end up collecting a lot of cobblestone. Okay, that's good for now. Yeah, because it's supposed to pass all miscellaneous items down to over here. But, well, whatever. Alrighty, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop the episode right there. Appreciate everyone that comes and checks out my videos, as it does help me out as a YouTuber. And in the meantime, I'll see everyone in the next video. Take care, everyone.